with haste.
Enjoy the view. This feels like it'd stretch all the way to the Sea of Swords on a clear day. If this place ever gets a clear day.
Something's wrong. I feel weak.
She shields me.
Drained.
I can feel her.
Assume nothing. The shadows are so potent they've sucked out the flame. Just crawl.
Another step forward.
I last left Moonrise as a commander in the Absolute's army, obeying the voice of a god. I thought I had found a home and a purpose.
Now I leave as an exile. But you risked your life to rescue me. For that, I am grateful.
The artifact connects with her, pulling your minds together and showing her all that you have seen. The prism, your dream visitor, the protection that keeps you from obeying the Absolute and becoming a Lithid. She knows it all in a moment. Her mind reels, but is no longer clouded. She accepts the truth. She has no choice.
There is much we must discuss. Do you have a safe place to camp nearby?
Goodbye for now. I will see you soon.
Torches are useless here. The curse is too strong. My faith will guide me.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Welcome, rest.
I wonder if the gods are watching me.
Enjoy the view. This feels like it'd stretch all the way to the Sea of Swords on a clear day.
Like its will be done.
Can't give up now. Don't waste a step.
I last left.
The artifact, the
There is much we must discuss.
Goodbye.
shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. I'll give it a shot.
You're mistaken, surely. I am not. But we've seen... what? 5 true souls sent for an audience?
And not a single one came back down from the tower. Must have been unworthy.
I wouldn't have if not for the lad. The absolute grace is such a creature as that.
We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
Still breathing, despite everything. All's well that ends.
The dreamscape.
Not as bad as it could have.
Best keep your hand.
Might be useful. Open up.
Oh, action.
That might be worth a look. No one stopped me yet.
This is good.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Indolence breeds madness.
All right, what now? Better not be cursed. What's inside? Best get going. Bet I can crack that open. How much farther can I go?
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
What to do? Time to press ahead. Seems simple enough. Still alive, so that's progress.
We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Wits and blades always sharp.
Let's move. Never wanted the easy path.
Swift and lethal. Your time. Want to focus.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Something's wrong. I feel weak. Drained. At least things have stayed interesting. At the ready. Better than nothing. It's been a long day. I need to rest soon.
A house of healing.
Good news for us. Very well.
Here to see the doctor? Are we poorly? Are we desperately poorly? Oh, not so well. But well enough to wait. Join the line, and you will be seen. Yes, join the line. You will be seen. Oh, down to the theater.
Here goes nothing.
The objective of the Scalpel Sisters is to soothe. For the scalpel indeed is an extension of Shah. See how the patient reacts when I but stroke the right nerve. Hear its comfort, hear the very melody of mercy. Pray, sister, show us the extent of your beneficence. Stop. Stay your hand, for it slaps where it should stroke. We can hardly hear the patient's sighs of solace. Perhaps it is our unexpected audience that makes you quiver. Come, step forward. You are no sister, but that matters none. Every student is welcome.
Absence.
Absence. No other word captures the heart of Shah so very perfectly. It is the scalpel-led journey that leads from pain to peace.
He's just like Cazador. Utterly insane.
See? What is the light of eyes but the cancer that causes one to witness the laceration of being? If light is the symptom, then darkness is the cure. For in light there is presence, but in darkness there is absence.
In light is presence, in darkness, absence.
But you, look how the succor of Shar eludes you. See how painfully present you remain. We do not wish to see you suffer so. Let us cure you. Their incisions are, as yet, still straight with imprecision. That much I must concede. How to steady their hands, I wonder. Yes, for are we not all in need of a cure? The scalpel does not discriminate. Let each and every one of you partake in its soothing journey. Absence, sisters, acquaint yourselves. It is a proud moment when one sees one's teachings so lovingly taken to heart. You are to be commended for their graduation, rewarded with the promised cure. Come, I will acquaint you with the lady's dark-fingered embrace. Your diligence is exemplary. Very well. Your own scalpel you will be. Observe, then succeed me into the succor of Shah.
My faith protects me, eager for battle.
Never a dull moment. No one back home will ever believe this. Let's see what this does. I've got a long road ahead.
something evil.
What a day. Looking ahead. Have to keep going.
All these dark justiciars slain in battle. They must have a stronghold nearby or a temple.
Our hero thought but of treasure ahead, did not consider the peace of the dead. Through the dark she went creeping, and awoke what was sleeping. A new grave they dug, which she herself fed. Ah, greed. My favorite virtue. I've grown quite fond of you, you know, in my way. I thought it only fair to warn you about the dangers ahead. Intrepid as ever. It would be pointless of me to try to bar you from entering. But I can set the scene, as it were. Prepare you for your role. Ah, I had an inkling that was one of your main motivators. Delighted to see it confirmed. You're welcome to give it your best shot, of course. It's just that, well, the man has proven to be more or less resilient to death, which is not the only obstacle you're likely to face. There is a stage down in the dark upon which a great drama has suspended itself in time. Its actors dwell there still, mired in the languor of their long, tired scenes. If you, however, through the dark, go creeping and awake what is sleeping, chances are many more graves than yours alone will soon be fed. Very well. There is a creature that lurks in silence and shadow. A creature who, like me, is very much of the infernal persuasion. Should it make its way out through the very doors you are about to brazenly swing open, you'll have unleashed a pestilence upon this realm. In truth, it is carnage incarnate. So if you meet the devil of which I speak, kill it. Consider no other course of action. This creature and I go back a long way. I admit it would be in my best interest as well should it remain trapped in the dark. Or misplace its head, perhaps? I should not relish its reacquaintance. Let's leave it at that. Listen here, Pipsqueak. Do not underestimate this opponent. At best, you will have the blink of an eye to strike. Strike first, strike true, defy the odds, for they are distinctly in its favor. That much I owe the bastard to concede.
Wait. Before you go, I have a proposal of my own.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business, devil. My old... well, A long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
It's something of great importance to your master. But is it a love letter, a warning, or a deed of ownership? I can give you all the gory details, and I will, once the beast that lurks below is vanquished and sent back to the hells.
What's not to like? We kill some horrible beastie, and I get what I want in return. Everyone's happy. Except the beastie.
Then we have an understanding. I look forward to our next meeting. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite.
What's that? Let's see.
See that symbol on the ground? That was a Mason's guild.
They were clearly artists. You can tell because it's a mess in here.
A pile of crushed bones of varying shapes, sizes, and creatures.
What's that? No time to rest. That's curious.
No time like the present. Act.
Let's turn someone inside out.
We need everyone alive. Take your
These boots have seen everything.
Shall we dance? Delicious.
Let's move.
What's next, I wonder?
Don't touch me. There. Be careful. There are traps about. Simple.
No one stopped me yet. Moving in. What's up for discussion?
I cannot keep throwing myself headlong into such danger. We've already found enough magic to soothe its disquiet. If you'll just give me what I need. Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, a metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters. Compose 1,000 stanzas ode titled A Gale of Thanks and Adulation? Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told. I myself am a much more powerful artifact in your arsenal. Rest assured of that.
It does not compare with the comforts of home, but your camp is almost palatial in comparison to my previous accommodation. Thank you for allowing me to come here, and for bringing me back to myself. Each memory that returns to me is more disturbing than the last. The things that I did in the name of the Absolute. The things that were done to me. They broke my mind. The best cure is vengeance. For both of us. While our tadpoles live, and the cult have the means to control them, we will never be safe. We must eradicate them. Starting with General Thorm. I mean Ketherick. My deference to him is a habit that will die hard, I fear. It is the safest place to be. Swear that you will keep me close. Until the Absolute is dead, at least. Thank you. I knew you were different to other true souls when we lay together. Now I know it was the prism that silenced the Absolute in those moments, not you. But it was not the prism that held me and touched my mind and body. That was you. For now, we will travel together and fight together. In time, perhaps we will lie together again. Kind words do not always come easily to me.
Her entire being joins with you for a moment, and you see all that she is. Dangerous, cunning, wounded, brutal, paranoid, and utterly loyal to those she trusts. And you have earned that trust, along with a small measure of her affection. It is a rare thing, well hidden in the cold fortress of her mind. And it is precious.
Together, we can have our vengeance on those who infected us. Rest well, and keep your wits about you. Tomorrow, we go to war with the cult of the Absolute. I would gladly join you in the fight. Leave one of your other allies here, and I shall. A paragon of wisdom. In your name, forward. Lend me your ear.
Ah, I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou... There are many answers to that question. None are important.
There is a great divine energy indeed.
Not this one. Right. For a mere pittance of... Thou walkest alone. On all the... Love is no domain of mine, but it is often... And thou... Fate spins along. Should thou or any of thy compatriots... Because it is my calling. As thou did...
At your bidding. Searching.
shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Very well. Seems like a good moment to talk.
The way she leered at me. The blood merchant. I can't get it out of my head. I did what I always did. I let her use me. Why does it feel different to all the other times then? Yes. I think something is wrong. There's nothing more desirable in the world than a vampire, is there? Haven't you been through all I have? You damn well are going to fight with what few assets the gods give you. But a part of me feels sick when I think about getting on my back for breadcrumbs again. I could have lived eternally in Cazador's pleasure chambers. I'm not afraid to die. I'm afraid I'll never have a new life after that.
You wish to consult me? I took up my oath long ago, when I swore bloody vengeance against any who defied Lolth. Now, I myself have sinned against the Spider Queen. Though my faith is shattered, my oath endures. I am sworn to destroy all those who serve the Absolute. When I have had my vengeance on the cult, I do not know if my oath will still hold. I do know that when I take the Absolute's power, I will not lose control of it as our enemies have. I will harness it to create a more perfect world. Any who object to the laws of that world will have no place in it, of course, and I will gladly eradicate them. I fought at his side once, shortly after my conversion. Before the battle, he was everything a general should be. A charismatic leader with a brilliant strategic mind. And when the fighting began, he led his troops from the front and cut through the enemy like a scythe through stalks. Blows and arrows rained down on him, and before long, his face. When we won the day, Ketheric's armor was bent and shattered. Every chance. Once he is stripped of his power, the necromancer Balthazar is Ketheric's chief advisor. One who has mastery over he is usually in his laboratory, elbow deep in offal, or clinging to his master's side. If he left Moonrise, his mission must be urgent. We should ransack his chambers and see what secrets he keeps for the great general. I was the Absolute's dagger. I remember every throat that it held me to, and every drop of blood it forced me to spill. I take no responsibility for the lives I took. I did nothing in the Absolute's name. I was merely a weapon that it wielded. The tadpole. The Absolute. They work together like a drug. I did not feel I was compelled to act against my will. I felt ecstatic to serve. Every action seemed a deliberate choice. The best choice. Even though even rational minds like ours cannot reject such a powerful influence. The Absolute can make the impossible seem inevitable. A disparate collection of vagabonds and strays. Did you have anyone particular in mind? I have encountered few Githyanki in my life. Those that I did were raiders. They croaked out pleas for mercy in their alien tongue as they died. Meeting Lae'zel makes me wish I knew more of their culture. I did. She told me that she has nothing to teach that cannot be learned through observation of her prowess in combat. Perhaps she is right. She certainly cuts a striking figure in battle. There is a precision to her ferocity that I admire. To one who only sees the surface of things, perhaps. You should look deeper. There is a fanaticism in the Loth Sworn that lends itself to chaos. They turn their blades on one another as readily as on outsiders. The Gith have stricter hierarchies and stronger commitment to a single cause. Some, like Lae'zel, question that cause. But even so, she retains the discipline of her training. She is tolerable, but her faith in the Lady of Loss is poisonous. The Night Singer has some admirable qualities, far more than her insipid sister, but her followers are repressed. Take the child Shadowheart. She does not even know who. The very concept, they would have you think every whispered word and hidden thought. I have performed 1,000 interrogations. I can tell you this. When the trivial parts have been whittled away and I have sifted through what remains, in most cases, a person amounts to nothing at all.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
So, you found the seat of the Absolute's power. What a power it is. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. Catherick Thorm is clearly important, but I wonder if there's more to it than that. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. I'm not going to argue with you, but pray you never find out. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me, its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But you've proven that you have the resolve to do what must be done. You've shown your loyalty to the Absolute, but to gain an audience with it, you must prove yourself to Ketheric Thorm. Now I must rest. And you must
All right, what now? Can't give up now.